9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in. This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a meeting.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose. Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt. Better say it with your chest. Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's going on, everybody?
What it do? What's happening?
Hello, people.
Y'all had a great day today, I hope.
Yep.
Well, I'm getting over my cold, so I won't be known as the guy coughing anymore, but I still got a lot of family issues I'm dealing with. But other than that, I'm here.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Yes, sir. We happy to escape reality for a few minutes.
Just for a few minutes.
Yeah, that's what we need. What's going on? Hey, Obadiah. As usual, first one checking in. What's going on, J-Bo? How you doing? Hey, Miss April, how you doing?
J-Bo, what's good, bro? We'll be getting up with you this weekend.
Yes. How you
Miss
doing,
April?
Mike D?
Mike D, what's good?
How you doing? Northside checking in. What's going on? Y'all, welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the Friday Night Lights podcast show. We have Thirsty BS Rollins Esquire. Say hello to the people.
What's good, Shawty?
We have Yo Soy.
Yo soy muy guapa.
Guapo. Yeah, you a woman. Guapo.
Yeah, something like that.
Hermosa.
Oh, okay. And we got our sis, the feisty bulldog. What's going on, Queen Shakira?
I'm calm today, y'all. How everybody doing?
How you doing, sugar? And last but not least, I'm your girl, Jess. We have a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about these upcoming games this week and some other stuff you'd like to talk about. How you doing, Mr. Hill? Hoko Bear's in the building. How you doing, Miss Hitchcock? Welcome, pretty lady. What's going on, Jeremy and Paris? How y'all doing today?
The twins. Hey, Antoine, don't forget what I told AJ to do.
But
Yeah, we'll
man,
talk about that backstage, what I have requested that Antoine have his son do in a couple of weeks.
Okay, we'll talk about it. So what do we have on tap for tonight, people?
probably pick up on that, on some of that conversation for NIL deal, the new playoff format coming up next year for the reclassification in the news, and then hopefully the Wizard will pop in real soon, so he can go through his week 8 predictions. Looking forward to that because it's gonna be some good games, and conversate with the peoples.
Oh, you got a debate tonight, Thursday. Did you know that? Did you forget?
Oh yeah, we get to debate. I get to debate on my favorite. What is it? 2A? It's 2A class, right? No. On Division 1. Division 1. I get to conversate on my Division 1, and Mr. Yo, which I hope he start coughing, can debate on his favorite Division 1 school.
So we're interested to hear your perspectives on who y'all think will win the Division 1 state championship and why. So we got a lot on
the why part.
What'd you say?
And the why part.
This is quite interesting. How you doing, D? What's going on with you? Bear said Poco versus Northside Friday. I probably won't make it. I'm sure Hill will ball out. I'm sure he will. So let's get into it.
So real quick, just speaking on Hill, So I have my bonus son with me leaving the middle school game. My bonus son probably 6'1" or so. He stand up to AJ Hill and he asked her, "Man, you play basketball or something?" It's amazing how good of a specimen that kid is, playing quarterback. Like, he really looked like he's a two guard or something in the NBA.
Really?
Kid is gifted, talented as well. I put a request in that I know he should fulfill, and I'll tell you, if he do achieve this request, I think he will make the entire panel, especially me and Feisty Bulldog, very happy.
Well, I mean, think about it. He is not surprising because of who his dad is, right?
Exactly.
For those of you all who don't know, Antoine Hill played for the Macon County Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
Back in the 90s when it was
97, if I ain't mistaken, Antoine, class of 97, right?
And they were a powerhouse. And let's just put it like this: they have retired his jersey in Montezuma, so that ought to tell you a little something about what kind of stock AJ comes from. So that's that. All right.
Handle your business, AJ. Handle your business.
So Jeremy, we'll get into why you think Prince Avenue is gonna win Division 1A. I was trying to wait around for Buddy from Mr. Christopher from Swainsboro, because I'm sure he really wants to hear that. So that's that. Anybody in podcast land, did your middle school teams play today? And how did they do? I can tell you how mine did.
Lovely.
The future is bright. The future is bright. So I don't hear that.
Well, that's good to know. Cause boy, the present. But anyway.
No, watch your mouth, Thirst. Watch your mouth, Thirst.
If I was on camera,
that's why I stopped.
If I was on camera, you'd see two middle fingers.
That's why I stopped and left it right there.
Well, leave it right there. You shouldn't even went that far with it.
All right, Bainbridge. She said Bainbridge Middle School won the 6th and 7th grade championship 50-12.
Good job. Good job, Bainbridge.
Congratulations, Bearcats. Who did y'all play?
50-12.
Good Lord.
Man, lying.
Hey, them children were mad by something. Y'all must ain't let them get no recess.
Or something.
What you say? They were mad.
Sounds like aggression to me.
We'll let them go outside and play on the monkey balls or something. We're going to take it out on this game today.
Obadiah said our kids will play tomorrow in the championship. Okay.
Good luck. What is the feeder for Thomas County?
Tell me we out of chocolate milk today.
And who y'all playing? Listen to Mike. Who y'all playing, Obadiah?
They play Pine Grove. Where is Pine Grove?
I've never heard of. Well, it's middle school too, but
I can see them kids at Bainbridge now. What? I ain't getting but 3 fish sticks? Somebody gonna feel it today on the football field.
Whoever they were, they sure felt it. They probably don't even want to eat dinner tonight. What's going on, Mr. Hurst? TCC checking in. We see you, Kenneth. Welcome.
Oh, man. Y'all are funny.
Y'all are hilarious.
I like y'all. I'm glad we get to hang out a couple of times a day during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to tell them about the drinks in the back Thursday.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all got to excuse me. I just woke up from a good needed nap about 20 minutes ago. But yeah, we got some fresh. We got 50 pieces of lemon pepper and mild in the back, along with some drinks. Remember, you pour your own troubles around here. We ain't pouring nothing for you. Eat all you want, drink all you want. We're gonna have a good little time today, having some discussions.
That's right. What's going on, Elmo? How you doing? And welcome, Kara. Welcome, welcome.
Thirst, I've been a little under the weather, man. I heard that you take a lemon and put a peppermint in there and pour some gin down in it. They get rid of a cold. You got some gin back there for me?
I don't know about gin, but I know I got some rock and rye here, though. I put a little honey in it for you, to help with the bite. Should make you feel better. Yeah, should make you feel better.
Yeah, make you feel like you ain't here. Don't let Mike make you a drink.
Oh my man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting up here. I was trying to get the news article together for something, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the GHSA discussion about go back retouch on the NIL deal and talk about this playoff format when the reclassification hits next year. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at the Maxwell playoff projections for week 8. It is very interesting right now. So, and you know what? I'm just gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all.
Say, please share.
Share.
I am. It is. Let me blow this up a little bit. Let me blow this up to about 200. I'm gonna go 250 just so everybody. So we're gonna start off at the top with it. Let me get that comment off the screen. We're gonna start off at the top with it, right? So this is obviously we're looking at 7-8. So this is what they're projecting for the Final Four. Let me blow it up just one more time. Hit one more button. There we go. Everybody should be able to definitely see it now. Mm-hmm. This is what they projecting for 7-8. Now my question is
real quick. I know where you're going with this, so I'm gonna say it first. I don't know what the brackets was lined up. I know with Maxwell they don't really go off the brackets seeding and all. I think they just kind of do numbers.
No, they go off on the playoff bracket.
Well, where do they have Carrollton falling at?
And that's what I'm looking for right now. Where are you?
Oh, Colquitt County, Carrollton and Colquitt.
Yep, second round.
My lord.
Okay.
That's right. Welcome, Paul. Welcome. How are you? You're right, Obadiah. It is interesting.
So that's why. Okay. Now that ain't all. Now we're gonna scroll on down to 6A. Okay. 6A finna get interesting. It's finna get real interesting in 6A. So we're gonna scroll on down to 6A.
Oh.
Y'all see that Yellow Jackets?
Oh.
Yellow Jackets. Where you at?
Now, here's the craziest thing about this poll. Last year is how we had this going. And it didn't work out that way. What seed do they have TCC going in as? I'm curious to know.
Okay. We're gonna say obviously Hughes is number 1. Gainesville going in as a number 1 seed. North Atlanta going in as a number 1 seed. TCC as a number 1 seed.
Well, they got that wrong already. So,
I mean, the game has to be played. So
wait, so at the top of that, did that have them win a state?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Mr. Williams?
All I can tell you is that path is not the path to the state championship for Thomas County Central.
All right.
I don't know, but I like that for them.
I'm shocked at 5A. I'm straight up shocked. You mean to tell me Jefferson is gonna finally put it all together? Jefferson, I can see as a dark horse. That's not a bad pick. I'm okay with the Coffee pick, but I gotta see where Cartersville is falling at. Cartersville falling to Coffee in the semis.
I'm shocked to see Ware County actually.
And Jefferson over where? My lord. So Ware definitely won't make the semis. So I'm okay with Jefferson being a dark horse. That's a bold statement. Cartersville, Coffee over Cartersville.
Well, they got Ware County going in as a number 2 seed, beating Warner Robins and Calhoun.
Really?
That's doable. I think that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Robinson.
What is wrong with
I
you,
got you
Rubbing
saying it.
off
I
on
got
me.
you
What's
saying it
Warner
now.
Robinson? Exactly. What's Warner
Warner Robin,
Robinson
number
predicted?
number one seed. Number one seed.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine though. Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right.
let me see.
Yeah.
Kara says, so why do you want to put the crime? Why you want to put the crime face? We good here in Houston County. Who has the crime face, Miss Dunn? Let me know.
Well, it's Wesley for me.
Yes, Wesley say what the F? Thomas County Central winning it all. Now I have seen it all.
Remember, people, these are predictions. This is week 8.
Obadiah says who's in Coffee's region? Where Warner Robins, right?
I got to pull it up and look. I forget off the top of my head.
What's going on, Bert?
Calhoun, Warner Robins.
All right.
Bert says he can see it. Welcome, Bert. Hey, Miss Ramona.
Me too, Bert. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. You said you want to know what region? Who's in the region with Coffee? You got Coffee, Ware, Jenkins, Statesboro, Bradwell Institute, Greenbrier.
Okay.
That's who's in Coffee region. Yeah. All right. Man, this thing. Now, to me, 4A is interesting too.
That's very interesting.
So my question is, who is supposed to put Benedictine out?
Actually, it's going to be Spalding the way they're looking at it. Go to the quarters. I think Spalding would be facing them in the quarters if they got Spalding as a 1 seed.
No, they got Spalding going. They got Spalding going as a 1 seed playing Stockbridge in the quarters. Okay, cool. Right on, right? They got North Oconee beating Benedictine. I can't see it.
They got who beating Benedictine?
North Oconee.
Any given Friday.
Anything can happen. That's true.
True. Do got to keep that in mind.
Welcome, Nathaniel. Kara says we ain't crying here. I mean, there's no need to cry. The games haven't been played yet. This is just the AJC prediction. What's going on, Sean? Paul says, I'm telling you, Benedictine is not ready this year. Really? Okay. I'm talking about who put Perry out.
Let me see. I wasn't paying attention. Wasn't looking for Perry. Let me see. Perry. They got Perry going in as a 2 seed, getting put out by Bainbridge in the second round.
I see that. If they get put out in the second round, you talking about somebody gonna pick. I don't care if we lose or not. I'm picking at them.
All right, y'all.
What about
y'all? Burke County.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the question? Burke County is a 2 seed getting put out by Central Carrollton.
Okay. You that answer your question, Jeremy? Okay.
All right. Now this is what threw me for a loop when I saw this. Y'all ready for this one? Y'all ready for 3A?
I am.
Child, let's do it.
Cause woo-wee.
I know you I know you lying. Let's go.
Hey, let's get the damn B&B ready.
Let's go. We at the B&B. All drinks on me.
Gas tank on E.
Man, if you have all of Thomasville at state like that, boy, that's gonna be crazy.
And if you have to stay in Thomasville, do not speed, because whatever law enforcement is down there is gonna be mad, because they got to stay and make sure that stuff is not right, because everybody else in Thomasville will be in Atlanta.
Gone.
And you can pretty much rob anybody.
Hold on now. Y'all ready for the funny part? Are y'all
Yeah.
ready for the funny part? Okay, here's the funny part about this bracket. Hold on. Let me go back up real fast. I want Yo to see this. Yo, this is 3A. Yo, he ain't got no voice.
Oh,
All right,
he's
he's
on
still
mute
muted.
right now.
Yeah, he on mute. Okay. All right. So this is the
Savannah
funny part.
Christian.
No, this is the part that got me. Look who Chris County #2 in the region. Mary Persons is winning region 2.
I mean, they ranked the highest right now.
They hot, that's for sure. But that was part of it that got me.
Well, who put Cedar Grove out? Mary Persons? Is that what they say?
No, Stevens County.
Oh, okay.
In the
So
semi.
if Crispin #2, who's the 1 seed?
Must be Thomasville.
We finna get to that. Now, Stevens County handles Cavalry Day, right? Okay, cool. Another quarterfinal loss for them in 3A. Where we at? So they saying Peach County gonna take third in their region.
Behind us and Lee.
Let me see who's up here. I don't see nobody up there.
Probably
Us and Lee. Yeah, because they got Us and Lee going #2 in the region.
Mm-hmm.
Never
And
mind. I see it.
Thomasville taking 1, putting Sandy Creek out in the quarters.
So D says, so they got all Highway 84 teams in the championship, Bainbridge, TCC, and Thomasville. That would be lit. I'm going down there to rub somebody. Y'all going to Atlanta. I'm going to be down there in Bainbridge, rubbing everybody. Oscar, welcome, Oscar. He said the man that created this must be from Highway 84, because stop it.
And that's as far as I got. I didn't look at the rest of them, so we're gonna go through the rest of it together, okay?
I see Miss Hitchcock approves. Sean says Mary Persons is legit this year, but they ain't elite. Obadiah says 229 got 3 and probably more teams headed to the championship according to the AJC. I'll take it. Wesley says if we beat Carver Columbus this Friday, I think we'll have a good shot again to the championship game, but it depends on if we can beat Carver Columbus this time. What's going on, Antoine? Welcome.
Well, here's my thing. So looking at the Maxwell projections, Thomasville, Chris, Carver Columbus, and Monroe, which nobody sees Doherty making the playoffs this year, obviously. So and we know Columbus ain't gonna do anything. So I can see Region 1 finishing like this. Like I said, it primarily depends on this game on Friday between Thomasville and Carver and what Carver and Chris County does.
Welcome, Alex. He says that Mike, check your messages. He said
Okay.
Alex says he thinks this is hilarious. Welcome, Alex. Wesley says in reality, 84 will be having the easy side of the playoff bracket this year. That is absolutely true, Wesley.
So true. We saw the brackets.
It's possible that y'all really could make it to the championship game. Coach Alex says this is funny.
I agree.
I probably, especially considering Calvary Days already beat Savannah Christian, and they got Savannah Christian in the Final Four. So,
Cedar Grove. What? They got Doug projected to take the #3 seed in Region 5? Okay.
Well, who's the 4th team?
Carver Columbus. Carver Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What's going on, Lee? How are you tonight?
Hey, backstage.
Oh, I think. Oh, that's what y'all meant. Okay, I'm sorry.
Dang, how hard I gotta knock on the door to come in.
Real hard. Right. We discussed business.
What's going on, Al?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I know I gotta back up because I didn't see the 3A thing.
Okay, let me go. I'll go back to 3A. We're gonna start out at the top.
You can't type that all in one sentence, but I'm gonna say it. Big Chris will be champions. Alex says Cedar
Seen it.
Grove. I know, like you can't type that in one, but it's you know what, do it how you do it.
These
Alex says Cedar Grove versus Calvary Day in the semifinals.
Well, cocaine, one hell of a drug. All right, all right. So what you got, yo?
Okay. So Stevens County beating Cedar Grove in the semis. Thomasville beating Savannah Christian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What seed Thomasville going in as a 1?
Yes.
You know it.
Okay. So that'll make them survive. They don't have to come to Fort Valley, Georgia. So that's possible.
Obadiah, we ain't got there yet. Excuse me. What is that?
So let me see this second round matchup again.
Okay, Leah's from Married Persons. Welcome.
Married Person as a 1 seed.
Yes.
Yep.
Peach as a what? 3?
3.
And getting beat by who?
Who we said? We're gonna get down there. Savannah Christian in the first round.
Okay, I got $1,000 right now. That don't happen.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is why I was laughing so hard looking at it. All right, so I'm scrolling on. I'm gonna get on down to 2A real fast so we can get through this. Now 2A is interesting.
Yeah. Al, must you be combative all the time? Why you just can't come in and make some nice comments?
we got some cookies for you. Right next to the cognac.
Cookies and yak, Al. Cookies and yak.
He can't ever be positive. He gotta always talk about somebody. I mean, come on, man.
It's all right. We'll see.
Brian, shout out to Brian Jones. He said, shout out to my grandson, Agent Zero. He sealed the game today. Congratulations. Courtney says, I like Toombs County versus Appleton Friday.
Okay, that's a bold one now. That's a bold one.
That's gonna be a good game too.
Well, I'll be honest. Toon has been making some noise, but they get in the thick of that region now with the Pierce and the Appleton. So we're gonna see what they do.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good matchup. Welcome, Joseph. Wesley says, make sure y'all on the panel post this on y'all's Friday night page so I can go back and see it later on.
It is on the page. It's on the page, YouTube, and Twitter.
That man gonna be up at 2:00 in the morning in the group chat talking about Thomasville High football. He'll see it.
All right.
Please don't start the call back.
So 2A. What now? As again, Appleton. I don't know if this is a sign for y'all, but I see y'all in the final. I don't think y'all. Well, yeah. Right now, between the way they playing in Fitzgerald, it is what it is.
So they got Appleton beating Northeast in the semis, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And beating Thompson in the championship.
Mm-hmm. I said if they get over the hump, I could see them winning it all this year. I've said that the whole year.
Okay, and I said Inwood.
Yeah, I still ain't taking Thompson to make it to the state game this year. I don't think they will. But anyway.
D says Chris can't beat Thomasville. I saw both teams play. Obadiah says Jeremy laughing and crying. Okay, you'll be all right. Obadiah says D, I agree, but I'll be watching that game. Jeremy says Thompson may have to play Pierce early and they can give them some problems. Joseph says, I'm a Bulldog. We won't be winning, but it's because we don't have the players. Which Bulldog are you, Joseph?
He's from Thomasville. We got the players. We got what we need to get where we need to be. Moving right along.
Right on along.
Why I don't think? This is why I don't think it right here on to answer his question. Nathaniel Jones' question.
Where you from, Nathaniel? Let us know.
Because of this matchup right here.
You think Pierce County is going to beat Thompson?
Yeah, if they got to go head to head, yeah.
So Pierce is going in as a 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they like Toombs as a 3 seed.
Oh, of course.
Okay, he's Thompson. Okay. Welcome, Bulldog. Thompson Bulldog. Antoine says, is Appling that good, y'all? I've seen Appling, and that's the team from Baxley, right? Yes, that's the team from Baxley. Patrick, welcome.
I'm sorry, babe. I don't think they are. I mean, I know Pierce won't get another shot at them unless it's the championship game. But I'm sorry. I'm kind of sold on Northeast right now. I think we undercutting Northeast, and I look to see them. You know, Northeast was always this one-trick pony with a hell of a stud running back, but now they got a kid that a freak of an athlete at wide receiver and a quarterback that can get it to him. So now they're two-dimensional. It's going to be hard to beat Northeast. Northeast, if they stay disciplined, yeah, I can see them kind of winning it this year.
Patrick says Appling County has the team. Lee says, I've seen Northeast play this year. Their only loss is to the Mary Person Bulldogs. Yeah. Alex has a question. He wants to know who will be the number 3 seed in Region 1 3A.
Region 1 3A. Oh, Thomasville.
Thomasville.
Mm-hmm.
I had to think about that one for a minute.
Who will be the number 3?
The 3 seed.
Oh, 3 seed. Oh,
I think they had Chris County as the number.
I think Chris will.
Joseph says, I'm from Thomasville. I feel like the coaching has to get better. Northeast is from Macon.
Okay.
Whoa. They got Toombs taking second place in the region? Let me go back up.
How? They got Pierce taking second.
Hold on. Let me go back and look at this again. Okay, never mind. They got them going third. They got them taking third. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, because I'm looking at this, and normally it's in the order that they put them into the bracket.
Welcome, Big Face Sports. He says Northeast is tough. He agrees. And then they answer the question. Yes, Northeast is on the east side of Macon, Georgia.
All right.
Well, you can throw that whole bracket away right now.
I mean, no Swainsboro at all.
I mean, you can throw that whole. I mean, you can set a fire, put a bomb, a grenade, a rocket launcher, whatever you want to do. But that thing right there is just dead.
Is my buddy Christopher still on here? Okay, so guys, how about after we get through Division 2, why don't we go ahead and delve into why this bracket is trash, yo, and Thirsty, you can say why there's nothing wrong with it.
So all right. So they got Swainsboro losing to Prince Ave in the quarterfinals. That's why there ain't no Swainsboro up there.
My Lord.
Man, that top left bracket is
stupid. Hard. It's stupid, bro.
And that's in all classifications.
All classifications, bro.
Don't cry, Courtney. These are just projections, and it's just week 8.
And that's what I want to. I'm gonna say something that I just have to say once we get through the entire bracket.
Okay.
Jeremy says there's some bias in the 1A brackets. How Swainsboro get put out that early? Obadiah say his Brooks County question is.
and go back down, bro. Go back down. I got another second round problem. Ain't no way you gonna tell. Go back up right here. Go a little more up. One more, right there. Ain't no way you gonna tell me Commerce is gonna beat Tryon in the second round.
Oh, Courtney said he ain't crying. He cried laughing. Okay.
I don't like Lamar County over Bleckley.
You don't?
I don't like Lamar County over Bleckley.
Okay. These are AJC projections, guys. These are not Friday Night Light projections.
We will start ours starting next week.
Next week.
But these are AJCs. Early
We ain't got
projection.
nothing to do with this. Nothing.
Not a thing.
Lee says Prince Avenue will win the state on their side. Obadiah says Pelham will beat Brooks County. Wesley says agrees with Joe, and he feels that the Carver Columbus game might determine where the coach's career goes with Thomasville because it's way too much talent. We're watching this game. So in 2 days, we'll see.
Well, one thing I could tell you, Brooks County don't beat Dublin also.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not this year.
Yeah. So AJC, whatever that is y'all had going on before y'all did these brackets, pass that Dutchie to the right hand side.
What?
I want to hear some of that.
What? Green County over Shock?
Pass that Dutchie because they ain't got nothing going on at AJC.
Somebody needed a nap at this point.
My Lord. I don't see Greene County beating Manchester. I don't see that. Show me Macon County.
And now Macon County have 4 people out too now.
Yeah, and that's why they're going to be a dangerous 3 seed going into playoffs since they have lost to Sly and Manchester. They would definitely be 3 or 4, and I don't think Chattahoochee County can take them, so therefore they got to be a 3 seed. That's going to be the most dangerous 3 seed in Georgia High School Association football bracket.
I agree. Clinch County, Manchester. Okay.
All right. Tell you what, these Maxwell projections be funny at times.
Macon County losing to Green in the second round?
Yeah.
In what?
They Macon, yeah.
Water polo. Skiing. So ain't gonna be football.
Wow. Now, who in the region with Glasscock County? Yeah, that must be a 4-man region. Got to be. Let's see. Jamie says, just want to give a shout out to my nephew's middle school team, the Thompson Tigers. They will play next week for the championship against Warner Robins. Warner Robins was their only loss during the regular season. Congratulations, Thompson Tigers. We wish you the best against Warner Robins next week.
Hey, who y'all got over there as the coach now since Coach Ivory has left? Who's the coach over there now? Let us know that in the comments, please.
Let's see. Oh, they got Boughton beating Aquinas.
And what? And I don't like Telfair. I don't think Telfair will lose to Boughton if that matchup happened.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, I can see that. That bracket is okay.
Yeah, until you go on to the semi.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm lost. Lincoln County is actually playing a game this year in the first round?
Sure.
They're number 3 seed.
That's why, because you got Sly with the bye.
Mm-hmm.
Sly would be the overall, so they'll get the bye.
Lee says, just wanted to give a shout out to the middle school C team Bulldogs on winning the championship game, a 3-peat for them. Congratulations, Bulldogs. Congratulations.
I never heard of referring to that. That's real interesting, C team.
Yeah.
Now I want to say this to everybody that got they under rules, the tighty whities or whatever in a bunch off of these rankings. Also, for anybody who got their chest poked out because your team was in bold highlight at the end of the season, go back and do your homework and see how precise do that Maxwell projection rankings and predictions be. Like, then you're going to scratch your head because I guarantee you, out of the 8 classifications, they may hit on 1 as the champion, and that's going to be an obvious pick. Just go back and look at the last couple of years. So If your name wasn't in there, don't get upset. Don't get mad. If your name in there, hold your horses. It's just week 8.
Things can change.
A lot of things will change. But guess what? They do it weekly. I guarantee you. You bookmark this ranking here, and come back and look at it 3 weeks from now. They're gonna have another champion up there.
Jamie says, yeah, it's fluid. Jamie says Matthew Simon, Brian Holder, and Amir Coney are the Thompson coaches.
Matthew Simon, okay, that's a pretty good hire.
So I think this. How did they pick for a champion? I don't know what their projections are.
Well, it looked like they got the smoking on something that wasn't legal in some states, and then they started flipping coins, and whatever side it landed on, they wrote it down.
I don't know. I'm sure they use some sort of formula and algorithm to figure it out.
No,
I'm just saying, and I didn't say it was right. I'm just saying that's probably what they did. So, guys, Courtney, Mr. Williams, are you ready? Guys, are y'all ready?
That's on the thirst guy.
For the Prince Adam
the great debate.
All
yeah,
right.
give me 1 second for a bathroom break.
Okay, no problem. Well, we just explained. So, guys, I know y'all love to hear these two go back and forth because oftentimes they agree on a lot, and then there are times that they don't agree on much. And they both have compelling arguments, and so we decided that on Wednesdays, we'll have them speak on a topic and give their thought and their input. Last week they talked about Applin and Pierce, and although controversial, Thirst got denied last week. So we will see how this plays out, how Prince Avenue and Swainsboro plays out. So this week we have Thirsty, who thinks that Prince Avenue will win the state championship, and we have Yo, who thinks Swainsboro is going to win it all. And so we're going to talk about why they think that. So that was real quick.
First. You know what? I went first last time. So
I was fixing to say that.
No. You got to go first.
Okay. All right. Here is my argument on why Prince Avenue will win state. 2 words. Aaron Philo. I'm done.
Come on, Mike.
I'm done.
Cedar Grove is in 3A, Joseph.
No, seriously. Aaron Philo, one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Georgia right now. That's all Prince Avenue is going to air that thing out all over the field. Your secondary tongue is going to be dragging before halftime, trying to keep up with them. So that's number 1. Aaron Philo, one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Georgia right now, who's already thrown for about 2,200 yards already. And he is very efficient, by the way. So that's number 1. Number 2, you got to deal with a multitude of backs when they do decide to run the ball. Number 3, which receiver are you going to stop? You got like 5, 6 receivers, all with over 300 yards receiving, all with at a minimum 25 catches, 20 some catches at a minimum. So they spreading the ball out all around. So you can't focus in on one person on offense. You can do your best to try and contain the quarterback, but he ain't got to run. He can just sit in the pocket and pick you apart. And if he do decide to run, I'm sorry, he got you. Because Aaron can run. But it all comes down to Aaron at the end of the day on that offense. You cannot and you will not stop that kid. Your best bet at stopping Prince Avenue is to do what Mary Persons did. And there's only one school with a back named Nick. Named Nick. So, or no, what's his name? Duke. I'm sorry, Duke. There's only one school with a kid named Duke at running back. That ain't gonna happen again, especially not for Swainsboro.
Okay. Are you resting your case now?
I'm resting my case.
Okay. Well, that was a compelling argument. Let me read some of these comments. Antoine, hi, Mr. Robert. How are you doing tonight? Antoine says, did he say Swainsboro? Yes, he said Swainsboro. Welcome, Adam. He says, hi, guys. The Blue Devils are bad this year again, so maybe the new coach can change it around. Yes, he possibly is talented. They can do that. However, you got my dad's alma mater, Wilcox, playing Telfair tomorrow night. Who you got? We will be doing projections in just a few minutes. We'll be talking about that game. And yes, Telfair is 6-0.
Okay.
Lee said, let me read these and then I'm gonna let you go. Lee says Aaron Filio is a great quarterback. Jeremy says PAC is more conditioned and can play full speed all 4 quarters. Lee says Duke Watson had 350 yards and 5 touchdowns against Prince Avenue. So now is your go.
Okay. So we're gonna keep the phase. We're gonna keep the energy that Thirsty Smash was going with these 2 words. So just follow me down this when I say Swainsboro state championship. You know why they gonna win? Let's give you 2 more words. DeMello Jones. Oh, okay. So who is DeMello Jones? How you know he gonna be able to do anything with PAC? All right, I'll give you 2 more words. Mary Persons. Or how about Duke Watson? Okay, now I'm gonna give you one that you ain't thinking about. Blueprint. Okay, so basically, Mary Persons has given everybody in the state the blueprint on how to stop this high-power offense with Aaron Filio and these multitudes of backs and wide receivers. If you go back and look at the Swainsboro game last year in the championship with PAC, great game. Swainsboro had the game won. They had the game won. Just some critical who coming down to the last play of the game, and PAC was able to get some first downs to keep the drive alive and all of that right there. So therefore, PAC won. But here's the difference. Swainsboro returned damn near everybody that was on that team. And when you got a kid like DeMello Jones, plays both ways of the side of that ball, the leader of that offense, the leader of that defense, it ain't nothing laced up with a PAC on their jersey that can contain, stop, hinder, block, tickle, bite, do anything to that guy. And that's why Swainsboro will refuse to lose to PAC again like they did last year. And with that, Your Honor, I rest my case.
Okay, guys. So that's the great debate. Y'all weigh in and tell me what y'all think. Antoine says, Swainsboro is down here in the Southeast. We don't play no football down here. Anthony Poole says you stop Mello Jones and it's over.
Yeah, I think PAC.
If was a filth.
No, and that's why I was rephrasing. PAC does not have a dumb coaching staff over there. They have a pretty good coaching staff over there at PAC. I think we can all agree on that. So I do know they're going to go back and reevaluate themselves when they have to face another offense like they did in Mary Persons. So seeing that Mary Persons thing that happened, I don't foresee that happening again. Against not from anybody.
Let's see. Paul said Swainsboro was gassed at the end of that game last year.
Agreed, because you're looking at a school that had athletes going both ways, and PAC was just throwing stuff at them left and right. But again, Those guys are not there anymore. Yes, they do reload. It is a private school, but they are not the same guys. You had that one kid that was making the hell of a plays back to back, who was talking about why he wasn't getting no offers and how good he was showing himself to be. The kid is not there anymore. He really saved that game for PAC.
Oh, you talking about the kid that ended up getting a scholarship to Georgia State? I think
That
it was.
same,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
same
because he had
game,
a
he
yeah,
earned
because
that
he had a
scholarship.
yeah, because he came in with he came in with an injury, bad shoulder or something. Couldn't
Yes,
take no
and
hit. Yeah, 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 yeah,
played his ace off. That
yeah.
was that was the thing that actually gave them that nod. You don't have that. You don't have that drive, that guy being that eager. And like I said, when you look at what Duke Watson, now let me tell you, I've been telling y'all since the start of the season. I know Lee Cannon got this great back. I know all over the state, everybody can say this the best back dish right here, down in Northeast and over in Baldwin. I don't care what nobody say. Duke Watson is the best back lacing them up in Georgia high school football this year. I've said that and I stand by that. And in saying that, all he did was gave you the blueprint of what it takes to beat PAC. And when you got athletes on that field like that track team that Swainsboro running out of there, you better be aware.
Antoine says coaches are not on the field, but Mello Jones is though.
Exactly.
I think Coach Vandegrift will have. Well, I know Coach Vandegrift will have PAC ready to go.
Okay, so we will see in about a month and a half if who's going to be right with regard to this. Garrett Gaines, welcome. He says Thompson will repeat. Jeremy says, nah, Wayne, you got to look at 26 from Thompson. Whoever that is. Lee says, thank you. I say the same. Duke Watson is the best running back in the state. Man, if he will, never mind.
Girl, stop.
I'm gonna be quiet.
I know it's fall. I know it's fall, but stop it.
What ain't got nothing to do with nothing, child. ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Can't stand you.
So in Jeremy's comment, isn't he's talking about the kid that ran for Thompson last year?
I guess he's number 26, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about Curry.
So you saying I gotta look at Curry as what? Because if you look at what Curry did, Curry won that championship for Thompson, and DeMello Jones is just as good, if not better, of an athlete than Curry was. So we shall see. I'm not a procrastinator, prognosticator, and all other kind of caters, but I do know what I be talking about. I ain't from Decatur. I ain't a Florida Gator or any other kind of hater that you want, but I know I like to take my receipts. Swainsboro for championship.
Joker said prognator. That Joker said prognator, Decatur.
That sounded like a campaign speech.
He said Florida Gator.
Man, ain't nobody trying to hit nothing about them gay tours down there in Florida.
Them gay tours been getting their ass tore up out the frame lately.
Them gay tours. All right, guys. Y'all sit down because we have in the building the Wizard. What's going on?
What's up, Mr. Wizard?
You got some theme music today?
What's that?
You got some theme music today?
Whatever I was gonna ask y'all.
Mike he be messing up. I think you're a little jealous, Wizard.
Nah, he good.
Okay.
But I just wanted to make sure. So let me say it. Theme music. It's Wednesday. And you know what that means. It's time for the Wizard's Corner. And let's see what he has in store for everyone this weekend. Will you beat the Wizard?
Deborah rides for her man.
Hey, yes, she do.
And she smelled entertaining.
Huh. You can't smell nothing right now. Be quiet.
Hey, got something that'll help you with that.
Don't need none of your brews.
So we start with 5A, Mr. Wizard.
I was hanging out with my boy Groot earlier today.
Oh.
Yeah, we was getting into some mischief.
Okay.
So, single lady too. I am looking for the upset this weekend by Wilcox County over Telfair County.
Really? Adam, do you hear? I don't know if you're still on here, but you asked how Wilcox and Telfair would do. The Wizard has Wilcox beating Telfair.
Single A, E1. The best game going on in this class over the weekend is Blakely County versus Dublin. I'm looking for Dublin to get the W.
That's gonna be a good game.
I think so too.
Blakely and Dublin is definitely going to be a good game. Borderline rivals with Lawrence County and Blakely County. So that should definitely be a good game. I guess you was hanging out with Group too much because I like Blakely.
I do your pickings. It's on the pickings. You got till 6 p.m. Friday. All right. 2A. I expect Akron to beat Toombs. And that's really it. Nothing much exciting happening in 2A this weekend.
Obadiah wants to know what Dublin's record is. I think, are they 3-3 or something?
I think they only lost one game.
No, they're 4-1, I think.
Yeah.
They're 4-1.
Did you not see their top 10 on Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Where were you? I saw the top 10 on Monday. They had Dublin on there with their record. Okay, moving on.
It's Wednesday, though. People don't remember that kind of stuff.
I don't even remember what I did 2 hours ago.
I know you don't. Drinking that purple shit stuff.
I am Groot.
Okay.
I got authorization to say that today.
All right.
I'm thinking Thomasville, Carver, Columbus. Possession.
Oh, in Columbus. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I got a quick question. Does anybody see Morgan County as a dark horse in 3A?
No.
No.
I'm just asking.
Well, don't ask nothing crazy. You get crazy answers. Ain't that what y'all say?
Just sound like a mud.
I like Carver.
You like Carver on Friday?
I like Carver on Friday.
I don't know why they're playing I don't know why they're playing Obadiah. They do me wrong, but that's okay. I'm still here.
You like Carver who on Friday?
I was talking about Carver, Atlanta.
Oh, okay. It's me trying to look at the phone and make sure I can hear. Because if you do, you better not sit by me.
Y'all crazy. Okay. 4A. I have Benedictine over Burke County.
That's gonna be a good one too. Double digits. Now, Paul said earlier that Benedictine is not who we think they are. So,
well, I said before, excuse me, Mr. Wizard, I just want to reiterate something after this last weekend's game. I said before, after when they played Ware County, that I thought Perry had a chance to get them this year in the quarters. let's be real, man. I went back and looked at the New Hampstead game. New Hampstead went into that region as a 4 seed last year and gave Benedictine everything they wanted. Possibly could have beat them.
Oh, he got a Cricket Mobile?
Yeah, he just hit a hot spot. He'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, I see Cairo.
Okay, he's not in the garage today, huh?
Yeah, doesn't appear to be.
I pulled up at the house and it jumped on my Wi-Fi, man.
I got
all balls down to New Hampstead should have beat Benedictine. They're not the same. Perry should get them. Burke County should win this region. That's the bottom line.
Okay.
But I'll be drunk.
That's gonna be interesting.
You must was drunk when you made this, because that ain't how you spell K-Roll. But shout out to them with that 50 piece.
Paul said Lee says Mariposa Bulldogs only losses to Spalding County, and Duke Watson didn't play in that game. The final was 28-20. Paul says they should have beat us. They gave the blueprint though. Okay.
Hiram loses to Calhoun.
Oh,
and
that's it.
Ola bounces back this week against Jones County.
In what?
Football.
And
that
foosball.
Let's see. Antoine says, like I said, Wayne and Burke better come to play against New Hampstead. And thank you, Antoine, for kind of introducing us to New Hampstead, because I hadn't ever really paid attention to them. So thanks for shouting them out. What's going on, E-Team? How are you?
That's Eddie Gary, babe.
I figured. What's up, my buddy? How you doing, friend?
So 6A, I expect everybody to handle business.
I like Tiff over TCC.
No, you don't, boy. Hush. No, you don't. You do not.
You trying to get some stuff.
Bull sugar.
No. In what?
No.
I got one for y'all.
What?
Smith County does have a chance.
A snowball.
To do what?
A snowball chance. Jeremy says GAC will win 5A easily in a few years.
We'll see.
That's an interesting prediction. Let's see. 7A. Hell, do they even play? They always off. Okay.
I'm gonna play off this week in 7A. But I mean, North Cobb loses to the number 3 team Walton this weekend.
North Cobb and Walton in bad. I mean, it should be a good game.
So,
I said, what upsets do y'all see coming this Friday?
With all that being said, thank y'all for having me tonight. I'm finna go get me some more perp and hang out with my boy Root.
PURP. PURP, people, not PERC. PURP. Perp.
So with that being said, I am Groot.
Well, thank you, Mr. Wizard, and we'll see you next week.
But that damn Wizard is stupid.
He real throw it off. Let's see. Prime Time. Welcome, Prime Time. He says Creekside beat GAC 58-0 last year in the second round.
Okay, I just want a lot of people. I've been hearing this a lot lately. Folks keep talking about last year. Last year is just that, last year, man. Some teams have improved, some teams have digressed. But last year is last year. You can't reflect on last year. You got to keep it moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I can see people mentioning it if the team is young and they did well last year. But it's, I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
if that floats your boat, then so be it. But I just need for folks to stop hanging on to last year. You should understand and know who your team is in week 8 of the season, and you should know and understand their region opponents by now. You can see who's still digressing. You can still see, and you should know by now who's progressing. So that's kind of for the rest of the year. Let's lay off that last year terminology because I thought we had this conversation in the spring or over the summer when we did our preseason rankings. So we got to make that a theme again. That last year is last year. It's just that last year. You know, we can re-air the show if we need to.
no, that's not necessary. Who finna sit there and go find that shit? I mean, find that.
I know, right?
Let's see. Primetime says true, but they did recruit like that. But did they recruit like that? I guess we'll see against Kel.
All right. Here's my thing about GEC, and a lot of us on the panel are very familiar with GAC because of them used to be in 3A and used to be in the region with City Grove.
Mm-hmm.
GAC is a very fundamentally sound football team. They have good athletes over there to an extent. And I say an extent, meaning uh, when it comes to them playing against a good, or I ain't gonna say a good, but a quality inner city team, they can get bullied a little bit. But when you look forward into next year and how the reclassifications are going to set up, you have to remember the top schools are going to be sitting in 6A and 5A. Keep that in mind. Take what you got in 7A now, move all them down to 6A. Scoot some schools out of 6A, bring them down to 5A. So you got to keep that in mind looking forward to next year and how things are going to play out. It's going to be a different layout. The football, however you want to, say it, uh, those good teams might not be as dominant anymore because of the new classifications bringing in those top hitters in 7A down into 6A. You know, some of those regions are going to get realigned and readjusted. It's not going to be the same. You're going to have to look at them in a different aspect. Now you're going to have to clean the slate and start over. Because that's what we got to do next year when we start looking at our preseason. We got to clean the slate and start over. We just can't take, okay, we know what they got coming, we know what they got coming back, but man, look at this region though. Or look at this classification as a whole. It's totally different. The dynamic of that classification changed dramatically. So you got to keep that in mind going forward into next year.
Let's see. Yes, Lee, GHSA is going back to only 6 classifications. Well, 7 classifications, but
yeah,
we
7.
have 8 now. We have 8 now, and so we'll be going back to 7. And not only that, they will be. I don't know when will it be implemented. I don't know if it'll be implemented next year, but
next school year.
Yeah, the classification, but I'm talking about the separate private school.
Now I'm glad we brought that up because I was leading into that. So GSSA obviously is gonna break down into 6 classes. They did make this, in my mind, a dumb decision that private schools in 3A and below will sit in a region with public schools and play those public schools in a region. But come playoff time, we're going to pluck all those private schools out of 3A and below and put them in their own championship bracket. And we're going to put the public schools in a separate championship bracket and let them go at it.
That's so stupid.
So all public schools in 3A, playoff time, playing nothing but public schools in 3A. Private schools from 3A and below, they're playing each other. In my mind, it's stupid. My thing is, if they're gonna play region games against public schools and they actually count against those public schools, let them all play in a state championship together because it's been proven, especially in 3A, private schools don't fare well.
Yeah.
Private schools hadn't won a state championship in 3A in a while.
Last one was what? Greater Atlanta Christian back in what? 15?
Yeah, GAC and Westminster are the only ones you can say don't won a championship.
And we going and we at what year 8 now?
Yeah.
Since a private school won a championship in 3A.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. Private schools only fair and doing good in 4A and D1 and single A.
Yeah.
That's the only way private schools are winning. Single A and 4A. That's the only place private schools are winning right now.
Hi, Jamie. Welcome. I hope you had a good day at work. He said he got here late. Bert asks, will Thomasville go back to AA and will TCC go back to 4A?
Okay, here's the deal. Okay, the way it breaks down, you got. I might be wrong on this number. It's about 432 schools that's playing football out of the 457 high schools under the GHSA. So every school doesn't play football. So for football purposes, what they're going to do is the top, what is it, 15? Is it the top 20? I think the top 25% is going to be in 6A. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. About 64 schools. Everybody else, all other classes are going to have about 60 schools in them. And 60 schools, 8 regions going across the board as it is now. So you can do it. So if you take the numbers from the last reclassification done, i.e. 2021, use those numbers and you can kind of figure out where your school might fall in at as far as classification.
Mm-hmm. Obadiah says that's just stupid. I guess he's talking about the private school championship, separate championship. Lee says that's crazy. Obadiah says, to answer Bert your question, he says they should go back down. Prime Time says that's a waste of resources for a private school championship. I agree.
Well, you got to add one thing in what Thirst was just talking about. The multiplier that land TCC and 6A will still be in effect. That's not going to change.
Fact.
So if TCC was showing to be a 6A school for the multiplier, it's going to still be a 6A school next year.
Or 5A.
6A.
No.
6A. 6A. They still in the top percentile.
Oh, so okay. So they'll be playing with Buford and Carrollton. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Prime asked, was Pace the champion one year?
I know Pace won one, but I thought it was in 4A though for some reason.
2A. I think it was 2A they won. Yeah,
okay.
I think it was 2A.
Yeah. Now I'm only speaking on 3A for the simple fact of that's where my school sits at. Cedar Grove sits in 3A. I know you guys for the most part, Peach sits in 3A, so you pay close attention to 3A. We keep it under a magnifying glass microscope. So that's why I'm speaking on 3A when I say private school. A private school hadn't won 3A for a while.
And the fact that they're cutting it off from 3A down. There's a lot of reason why we focus on 3A also. You know what I mean? Yeah, we know lower classifications. You very seldom have, or you have a least amount of private schools in 2A. Majority of them are in single A or triple A until you get into the big schools and the larger classifications. But again, in 3A on down, single A Division 1 is the only one that's winning private schools.
Yeah. Bert says we got picked on for being a city school, and Thomas County Central apparently had the only special ed program in this area, so they hit them for all of those kids as out of district. Yeah, because y'all went from 4A to 6A like that. Obadiah says he thinks TCC will drop down to 5A. Prime has a question. What's up with Carver, Atlanta?
Where you want to start? I think three of us on this panel can speak confident on Carver, Atlanta, and agree to this. One, that two quarterback system is not working for them.
Not at all.
They have no passing game this year because of the two quarterback system. Number two, the defense is still the defense. The only issue is they don't have depth on that defense to finish games. And if Carver gets behind, it's very hard for them from an offensive standpoint to get back in the game.
Yeah.
Now, do they have great athletes over there? They do have some athletes over there, some great players, but they're limited with their offensive production is limiting them this year. That's the issue with Carver Atlanta. Their offensive production is limiting them this year because you can't continuously go 3 and out and expect your defense to hold for 48 minutes when your offense is on the field taking at the most 120 seconds, 160 seconds off the clock.
And they're going both ways. Some of them.
Yeah, and they got a lot of players going both ways. Again, i.e., they have a depth issue on the defensive side of the ball. Y'all want to add to my assessment of Carver, Atlanta, since I know we sat and watched them together?
I think you're spot on, sir.
Okay. Where we at? I'm gonna take that off.
Comments.
I ain't gonna show that one no more.
I didn't even see what it was, but they're just talking about where they think their school will end up.
Okay.
In the new classifications.
Ho, babe. I'm sorry, I gotta address something. Jamie, 1,800 kids in what? Because ain't no way you gonna tell me Colquitt County has 1,800 kids. I'm just not believing that.
Colquitt County will be 6A.
Yeah, y'all gonna be 6A. Y'all got that big old county and one high school. Y'all be 6A.
Yeah.
It's damn near 1,800 kids in Warner Robins High School around here. Ain't no way you gonna tell me Colquitt County got 1,800 kids.
I do want to say this though. I want to address prime time again. Carver did all right with Buford. Yeah, for like a quarter and a half until that depth caught up with them. I watched the game. I saw the game. So I don't let that game fool you at all. What they against Buford, because you got to remember, Buford was trying to establish the run for the most part of that game, which Carver has a nice front four. Don't get me wrong on that. Carver has a nice front four, but them body shots they were taking in that first quarter and a half, it got to them, and Buford just dominated from there on out.
Yeah. Can I address Jamie real quick? Jamie, y'all have 1,800 kids, grades 10 through 12, but they go 9 through 12. So I'm assuming Colquitt has a ninth grade academy. Well, if you add in that ninth grade academy, then your numbers far surpass 1,800. But yeah, from 10 through 12, y'all, it says y'all have like 1,817 kids, but that's without the freshmen.
Y'all want to address Lee, or y'all want me to address Lee?
I was gonna let you address it.
Okay. Well, can I go first on this? And then I'm gonna let you follow up, please.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say I'll let you go first on this because you're not a Peach County supporter, so I'll hear what you say first.
Okay. Myself, my brother my sister Jess, we were at the Peach Carver Atlanta game together. This is my honest assessment of Peach County. Peach County has they have a lot of room for growth. That's number one. Number two, Peach County, in my mind, from watching them putting eyes on the product that they put on the field, they're right there on the cusp. All they need is either one or two additional players and or make those one or two plays that's going to make a difference in the game. Once they start doing that, it's going to be the Peach County that we think of, that we know of. They're going in the right direction. It's just a matter of one, in my mind, one, establish a main running back and work that kid in, let that and feed the system when he's tired. Number two, the receivers. I need the receivers to get separation, because if they can get that separation, that passing game will improve. Number two, obviously, pass protection, which we know at a lot of levels in 3A and below, it's an issue because they do blitz a lot. Once the quarterback understands who that hot receiver is and reads that and can read that blitz before the snap, that pre-snap read, he'll improve a whole lot. I forgot his brother. I know his brother plays running back for Peach. I'm gonna go back to my first statement. Feed that running back. Feed that running back. Feed that running back. He is one of the best athletes on that field when Peach County is on the field. He is one of the best athletes. Get the ball to him in space. All right, I'm done, yo. I'll let you take it from there.
Good assessment coming from another Peach County supporter, so they don't think that, we are being biased and just talking. Okay. Last year, Peach County going into the Carver game was 3-2. Victories over Baldwin, Jones County, and Hardaway. Losses to Northside and Perry. Lost the Carver game 3-3 after the first 6 games. This year we're sitting at 2-4 after the first 6 games. Kind of reversal of roles. Played tough Perry team, real tough. I was really pleased with the way they played Perry. Lost every bit of our marbles the first game of the season against Baldwin, as well as that second game against, the third game against Jones. Played Northside real good. Should have actually won that game. Could easily be sitting at 3-3 right now, 4-2. Okay, I said all that to say we are just about right where we were last year with a bunch of young guys. 18 of our 22 starters are first-year starters. Never seen time in a varsity game. And like Thirst said, there's a lot of growth that I think will transpire these next couple of weeks, as well as going through practice. I was at the practice today. We do have a bright spot that has been introduced to the team. Don't know how far that will go, but yet it's still a bright spot that can really help and improve a lot of those young players. So we lost in the second round to Savannah Christian by a little less than a score, a little over 1 touchdown. And 3 of our starters was out. Easily could have beat that Savannah Christian team and made it to the quarters. So I look for this team to really gel, get it together, and make that kind of run again, where we'll be seeing them quarter round exit, if not sneaking by, however the brackets line up, and can possibly be making some upsets to be in the semis. So that's about the true statement that I can make. Yeah, I caught that shade. No. Here's the thing. There's not even a guarantee at that one. See, we thought that one was going to be a lock where we can see that third round. But if we end up as a 2 or 3 on another side of a bracket, I'm telling you, we can really make some trouble coming in as a 2 or 3 seed in this region. In this
Okay. Now I'm rocking. Okay, now I understand the statement.
Mm-hmm.
But Can they beat Mary Person this year?
Again, you talking about the best running back in the state. We know what Duke Watson can do. Shit, Duke Watson gave over 200 yards last year in a 3-touchdown blowout that we put on him. So we know what Duke Watson can do. The thing when you got a great player on the opposite side is just contain him. Let him do his thing. Don't let him get outrageous. Contain him and just shut everything else down. So I think if we focus on not allowing Duke to go crazy, but knowing that we're not going to be able to stop him, we could really pull an upset off on Mary Person.
Man, that ain't the statement. Here's the statement: familiarity. Peach County is familiar with Mary Persons. They've always had the blueprint. They've had the blueprint ever since Duke has been there. They're familiar with him. He's nothing new to them. They know what they should do. All they got to do is watch the fan from last year. What did we do to stop him last year? Okay,
that's
cool.
What I'm trying to tell you. You didn't do a bitch ass thing to stop Duke Watson last year because Duke Watson gave up 2+.
No, what I'm saying is no. But what I'm saying is, Mary Persons as a whole, what did y'all do? That's what you're gonna do. Rinse and repeat.
Exactly. That's the thing. Duke gonna get his, but try to contain and stop everybody else, and not let him go crazy, and we'll be okay.
Okay.
Now, one other quick thing I'll say about Peach County, and then we can get off of Peach, just to kind of give
Lee what he was about. I don't know if you all heard the post game speech. Dan Lanning, what he gave after the Colorado game, and running back Noah Winnington was hurt. Dan Lanning said the team hurt for Noah because Noah go hard every day. First one in, last guy out. He said Noah Winnington is from Peach County. He said if you've never been to Peach County, then you don't understand why I'm saying that. But if you've been to Peach County, then you know what I mean by saying Noah Winnington is from Peach County. It's still there. That tenacity, that toughness, that it's still there at Peach. It's coming together. And I'm telling you, not as a Peach County fan, I don't care if this was Crawford County. I'm just telling you, looking at that team gelling together as a guy that knows football, they're going to be a dangerous team that anybody want to see, regardless of what team they go into the playoff with.
Well, I'm gonna end this conversation like this. Somebody getting baptized in the waters of Ellenwood.
Well, we ain't heard that in a minute.
Cause September over and he's happy as hell.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. And you're right. I wanted to get through September. That's all I want to do was get to October, and get to October healthy. I'm good. And right now, I'm good.
What you talking about?
Okay.
Boy, this ain't Friday. This ain't Friday night, but I gotta hit you with the Clay Davis.
Let me read these comments. Let's see. Jamie said that's all we got because our 9th grade isn't at the high school. So they count the 9th grade even if it isn't at the high school. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
They can still play varsity. Let's see. So we addressed that. Bert wants to know who has a link to the student count for all of these schools.
GHS website. And I know we've had it on our page several times when the reclassification was going out, but you would have to go back to find that. So just go to GHSA website. You should be able to find it.
And go through the minutes. You'll find it.
Yeah. Prime says the brackets are jacked up. First and second seats have tough brackets. That they do.
I just want to comment on that real fast. Majority of your champions will come out of that top left bracket.
Yep.
I stand by that.
I stand by that. And this is one year. I remember about 3 years ago it was that way. For some reason, that top left bracket has always been the most critical bracket. And that's one thing I can say about 4A, talking about Bainbridge, especially with Troop quarterback going down. That right side of the bracket, top and bottom, in any classification, you really got a cakewalk. But that left, you got some problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know years past it used to be the top. Right now, this year it's top left.
Jeremy, y'all do tote that thing on a 1948 Ford truck, so I'm pretty sure if
Yeah.
it can make it to Atlanta from the
No.
dang Appleton County,
That
you
thing won't make it to Surrency. No, it won't make it.
heard that.
I think Coach Crow has something to say about that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wonder what my baby is.
My
Girl, don't
lord,
get. Oh
my
Lord, you know what? It is the fall.
hey, remind me to address that backstage, please.
Okay, don't you worry.
I hate every last one of y'all except for my sister. So we got any other comments? We don't.
Ah,
Okay.
shit. Okay. Now I was trying to find. I thought I had the minutes where they had the actual student count for all the schools, but I don't have it. I only have from 3A down.
We'll find. Antoine says, "Man, Surrency around the corner from Baxley." Exactly. It won't even make it there.
Hmm.
Like I said, Coach Crow gonna have something to say about that.
Let's see. Primetime says the Georgia Department of Education gives the FTE numbers times a multiplier, and that will give you the classification.
Hold on, what? The
The
department
Georgia
gives
Department
you.
of Education, they'll give you the numbers, the population, and the multiplier to give you the classification.
Who is Bert and why you bother me?
Because he knows you're a Thomasville Bulldog and he's a Thomasville Bulldog. He wants to know how you feel about the Bulldogs' chances.
I feel great about our chances. All I gotta say is meet me at the B&B. All drinks on me.
Uh,
Gas tank on E.
All
Oh
drinks
no,
on
we fully
wipe
loaded.
me down.
wipe me down. It's on. It's on.
Oh man, y'all
I'm
funny.
coming to that. Can I come to the Airbnb, sis? I'm there. I'm
Of
in
course
there.
you can.
I'm in there. I'm in there, sis.
Okay, okay, real fast. Okay, so so what he said was that, and I'm just gonna give everybody an idea of what we are looking at right here. So what we're looking at is total number of enrollments. Now it is pre-K through 12, right? So
Mm-hmm.
obviously we're not looking at that. We're looking at which is what Georgia High School Sports Association use 9 through 12.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what your high school does with them students. They use 9 through 12.
Okay, so looking at Appleton being the first one, ain't no way they should be a 2A school.
No, not this
Let me
year.
see. We just gonna, you know what? We're gonna do some easy math. 3, 6. We're gonna make that 2, so that's gonna be 8. That's 1,000. We're gonna say a good 1,000. They
It
should
looks
be a
like a
3A
thousand.
school.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some better math.
I'm looking for Colquitt County. I'm sorry, 'cause since Colquitt was the question. So those are the numbers right there. So
1,000. That's 2,200. That's 2,200 kids. I'm
2390 to
sorry,
be exact. Yeah,
2,300, 2,400 kids.
400.
2390 to be
2,400,
exact.
2,400 kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but y'all gonna be in 6A, and that's not even including any multipliers that you have.
So I'm just gonna look at another school real fast. Uh, I don't even see it.
Thomas, you gotta go on down.
I was looking for City Grove. I don't even see it on here.
Man, we know what y'all doing over there. Oh, my
Okay.
lord. Go back up real quick. Who that is got about 8 kids?
No, 8 kids.
That's Clay County.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, Clay.
And
Yeah,
Clay,
that's the county as a
no,
whole.
that's 0 because Randolph Clay, um, they go to school. The kids in Clay County go to school at Randolph
Randolph.
Clay.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You said you want to look at who?
Thomas.
Oh, hold on. I just want this real fast.
This is by county, so I mean, Thomas, you have to separate Thomas County Central and Thomas County. This is good for those kids who are like Peach County. You don't have but one high school, So
Well,
those
is
ones
they also this the entire county count? This ain't school.
No, it's the school count. It's the school. Now it's doing both. It is doing both. But for Peach County, for example, it's only counting the high school, not the private, because y'all got a private school up there, right? So it's
Damn,
not counting that.
you ain't got no private school. What's wrong with you?
I thought y'all had a private school.
Westfield is in Perry.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah.
So you
So
got there 1,000, almost 1,100 kids.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's scroll on down to we said Thomasville.
He says change to high school only. You can go to the top and change to high school only. That's what Prime says.
Hey, Prime, you all right with this podcast show? I just want you to know that.
You know what? We're gonna bring. Hey, we want to employ you as
an analyst to keep the data going. This Thirst used to be on top of this stuff. I can't believe Thirst ain't had this already in his backpack. You know, like Dora pull her stuff out the backpack. That's Thirst.
All right. So here we go.
Thomasville City.
Oh, my bad. What are you?
Okay, that's Thomas County. Go back up to Thomas County. So
yeah,
they got,
that's what I'm looking at. Okay, yeah, I was on the right number.
1,700 kids. Let me see.
That's 1,500, 16, about 1,700 kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, and really, 1,700. That's a 6A school.
Yeah.
Now that's 6A. That's 6A. That's 5 to 6A, borderline 5 to 6A regular. And then when you look at, because it's the multiplier involved in this.
No.
So yeah, when you look at the multiplier, that's why they had them shooting up like that.
Mm-hmm. Because they're not counting. Yeah, because you gotta remember, out of this number, whatever the number is for the school, how many of those students are out of district? So we're gonna count them as 3 students.
Thomasville City only has 800 students. Well, maybe 900, maybe.
Nah, 787. I just did the math. 787.
800 kids. So.
And they playing in 3A. Wow. And Appleton got 300 most kids in that, and they got them in 2A.
Now, here's my thing though. You know, let's see. Is this the one that I want to look at? You know, when we talk now, you know, for 3A on down, where we looked at, you know, with the numbers that GHSA used when they did it. Hold on, let me see something. I got it. I'm finna show it to you.
That show is a cool little picture up there with that kid with them shades on.
He's as cute as he can be. He look just like his mama.
Who his mama?
I think her name is April.
They told me he looked like his daddy.
No.
Well, I'm glad they don't.
His dad ain't that cute. He look like his mama.
Glad they don't. Okay.
His daddy might not be cute, but he sure can lay some pipe.
Okay, it's Wednesday.
Well, it is fall.
It's definitely Wednesday.
It is fall time.
It is Wednesday.
It is fall. The leaves are changing colors.
It's beautiful. It seems like the fall affects all of us.
Okay? I mean, you
know, right?
Not me.
You gave us the blueprint. What you talking about?
Okay, J-Bo has a question.
That ain't got nothing to do with this show.
He says, do y'all think it's worth, thank you, sis. Do y'all think it's worth Cam Davis to come back this year? He's supposed to be back the Monroe game.
He ain't got nothing to prove.
Nothing.
But here's the thing. Kind of playing devil's advocate here, because if it was me, that was my kid, I'll sit him. Because the offense they run, you know what I mean? He's the focal point, which means he's going to take unnecessary hits for no reason. But this kid been playing ball all his life. Anybody got on that football field, you know there's a competitive drive, a competitive edge on you. That kid do not want to sit down if he thinks he can go to war with his brothers. He is not finna sit down.
You know what? I'm not sure. Somebody please let me know. Is he set to graduate in December and enroll early at Florida State? If he is, shut it down. Get prepared go in and get your body right and get prepared for the next level. Your team, there is no benefit for you to return back to Doherty and get on that football field. What's the benefit? What are you going to achieve? What accolade are you going to get?
Primetime says, I'm surprised FSU let him play.
Okay, J-Bo, he graduated early. Ain't no need for him to get back on that field because he's out of there in December.
State championship ring.
Oh, that ain't happening.
It ain't happening. Again, what is he going to help Doherty achieve by going back on the field right now? They're already behind the 8 ball.
Well,
Doherty's already behind the 8 ball.
Who's ever taking snaps for Doherty right now will continue to take snaps, because my thing is this: I played the running back position. And if anybody played the running back position, you know there are times at practice where you have to sit and continue to go over that quarterback running back exchange. That handoff is very important. You got to know how to get that thing tucked before you get to that line. You got to know about switching arms with it. You got to know all of this. And Cam has been running this offense from the shotgun position majority of his time at Doherty High School. And I just, going into Florida State now as a running back or every down back, I just don't know if that running back exchange going to be crisp like it should. If he did come back, I would just allow these games to be him getting more comfortable with receiving handoffs.
Man, I want him to do that. Man, take that quarterback you got now and get that kid developed for the future, for your future program, for the future of your program.
Might as well, because they ain't coming out of the region.
Yeah.
Are y'all listening to what y'all saying? What's better to get a kid ready than reps? Sending him down ain't gonna get him ready when he got to work on something. Like I said, I don't have him come back as my starting quarterback taking these unnecessary hits. But if I can get him practicing in game time speed, taking handoffs, then that's getting him ready to step on FSU's campus. Which it won't be FSU. Let's be honest.
Paul says that's the problem with the Benedictine quarterback. He's leaving for FSU early.
I'm gonna stop, Paul. I'm gonna stop you right there. Just because a kid is graduating early to enroll in school and college early, that don't mean nothing. If anything, that is a positive reflection on that coaches, on that player's parent, and that coaching staff. That's not an excuse. City Grove has been graduating students early for the past four or 5 years.
Here we go.
No, I'm just saying, and it has no impact on that kid's performance during the season. So I'm not buying that as no excuse for Benedictine just because the kid is already know they finna graduate and enroll early. That's a good thing. If anything, that's what you want your players to do. That's going to the next level. You want them to graduate early and enroll early.
Paul says he's not focused on the games, and it shows.
I mean, and again, I'll play devil's advocate here. That's why I said about Cam with that competitive edge of these kids. These prima donna kids, they not built like we were, bro. You know that. That kid might know that he is leaving, so he got this same mentality of what y'all saying Cam should be. Just like Oscar said, I agree with Oscar here. Mm-hmm. Ain't no way, man. I want that kid on the field. I want this quarterback to understand, hey, you still got something to play for. No, you don't want your child to get hurt. Go back to these college kids that was getting ready for the draft and they decide to sit out bowl games and stuff. Like, I don't like that. That ain't, I wasn't built like that.
Well, we know we ain't built like that, but at the same time, what the kids are doing nowadays is something that wasn't being done back in our day. You didn't see people back in our day graduating early, enrolling early so they can participate in spring and get ahead of the incoming recruiting class. Nowadays, kids, they're putting that work in the classroom, to one, separate themselves as a scholar athlete, and then two, do what they got to do to get up out of high school early and get to their particular program of choice and participate in that spring practice, so they can be ahead of that of the recruiting class coming in with them. And that's the main objective: is do what you got to do to maintain that edge.
But
Prime example. Prime example. EJ. Let's take EJ for an example, right? We know EJ is graduating early and going to enroll early at UCF. When the rest of that recruiting class walk in the summertime, EJ is going to already be 15 steps ahead of everybody else.
But was he? But do you agree with them quitting on their team because of that?
Now, in hold on. In Cam's situation, he had an injury. He went down with an injury. I have no problem with Cam shutting it down, as I said before, and getting his body back right for the next level.
I don't know if you've seen that kid body, but that kid body is ready for college.
I know it. No, but he has to get that. If I'm not mistaken, it's a shoulder injury. He got to get that shoulder back right because that's where he's going to be taking a lot of his hits on his shoulder. So he got to get that shoulder back right.
Oh, and real quick, Prime. I wasn't saying Cam was quitting on his team. I was talking about Paul speaking on the quarterback from
BC. BC.
Yes. I already told y'all Cam. I know Cam is injured. My thing with Cam,
practice taking handoffs. Practice taking handoffs.
Yeah.
Practice taking handoffs. That's it.
Now I got no problem with him. Whoa. I got no problem with Cam working out in practice, but he shouldn't be playing. There's no need for him to play. That's just my thing because for the simple fact, get his shoulder. You know, he can put on shoulder pads and hell, he can put on shells, as they call it, put on shells and work on the fundamentals in practice. Be on the sideline supporting your teammates. This, that, and the other bit on Friday nights, but him getting back on the field, it does not benefit Doherty with him back on the field coming off of an injury. It's no playoff, no future for that program when the season ends November 3rd. November 3rd, they're gonna be shining the bat. They're gonna be buffing the basketball court. So why put them back out there on the field in a game? Let them run through practice through shells and get his efficiency down, and continue rehabbing from his injury.
Okay, let me read these comments real quick. Bert says, "Man, imagine if Cam would have gone to Lee, they would have Cam Davis and Usman Chroma. Yeah, that would have been a two-headed monster." With regard to kids being built different than you guys were when y'all playing, Paul says we weren't getting checks before we graduated. Javo says politics, my guy, politics. And y'all already addressed prime time and what he said. Obadiah said it's one thing I learned from last year from this podcast. You're gonna have to have tough skin.
Yeah, facts on that. I mean, our main thing is on this podcast, this stream, we try to be unbiased as much as possible and give you raw, uncut conversation. But we're going to give it to you from two different, perspectives, and that's what we try to do between me and Yo. At a minimum, one of us is going to play devil's advocate. One of us is going to, try to have look at it from a common sense standpoint. So, yeah, it's just certain, and at the end of the day, it's all about maintaining the conversation. So it's our opinion, the coaching staff, the player parents, they're going to make the decision on what the player's going to do. The coaching staff, they're going to do what they can to support that decision at the particular schools. So do keep that in mind. And I will tell you this, we're not going to sit around and kiss any fan base's butt. We're not going to do that, but at the same time, we're not the ones out there coaching. We're not the ones out there playing. We're basically sitting on the couch talking about everybody. True. We're armchair quarterbacks. So at this stage in our lives anyway. But you know, we're gonna do our part to keep it entertaining, keep you guys engaged, listening to us. Again, thank you guys.
And I will say, no, I was just gonna say it means a lot that you think enough of the opinions on this podcast that you tune in and listen, and that you feel comfortable enough to give yours, whether it's in agreement or in opposition. So we thank you guys, because without you, there would be no us. And I know I sound like I'm I'm accepting an award at the Grammys, but I mean, it's the truth.
All right, man, I had a question the other day, and I totally forgot what it is because I was drained today. So I do apologize. But with these last 10 minutes left in the show, I am going to say this one. On this podcast, we do a lot of, I know for me personally, I do a lot of moving around, throughout the show. I'm inside the house, I'm outside the house. Other cast, other panel members, they're dealing with whatever's going on around them at that time. It could be dealing with kids, they could be at work doing a job, who knows? So yeah, we really don't, in a car driving home from a game or whatever. So yeah, we don't really show ourselves. We're not trying to hide. We're not being incognito. The pictures you see up on the screen, that's us.
Yeah, that's what I look like.
Yeah. What you see me, the only difference is my gold teeth got longer, but I keep it trimmed. But that's me. That's baby sis right there. Yo showing his baby boy. So, but this is us. We ain't hiding. We just choose not to be on camera because we're not all in the same location. We're spread throughout the state of Georgia.
And Florida.
/Florida. So yeah, we're not. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm saying all that to say this. Coach, don't worry about RC Cola.
Okay.
We're gonna do us, and we're gonna keep doing us. But
Mike, we got a question for you.
Yes, Dr. Lottie.
Yes, who taught at Cedar Grove? Do you know Dr. Lottie?
If that's the female, that was my French teacher.
You know French?
Parlez-vous français?
Oh Lord, I know that. Hell, and I took Spanish.
Shit, that's all I remember. That's all I remember. Because if he talking about the same person, I think he's talking about. Man, the only reason I took that class because he has big old hoos.
Okay, that's his mom's sister. That's his auntie, boy.
I don't care. Auntie was fine back in the day, boy. But yeah, man, I took a French class back in the day. 2 years? Yeah, I was in a French class for 2 years.
And French is a difficult subject.
And I passed somehow, some way I passed. And I don't remember. And then, the funny part about it, I got to France, during my military days, I'm in France and forgot everything.
That ain't what you were looking for.
Yeah.
But tell your aunt Mike said hello, Antoine. And that you hear her student, although he seems like he doesn't have a lot of sense, he's actually a productive member of society. Let the people know. He said, I used to play basketball at y'all school when I came to Ellenwood in the summer. Don't talk about my aunt, man.
Gee, I'm sorry. Hey, no, back then it was only a few teachers at Cedar Grove that we actually paid attention to. Miss Lottie, Miss Benson, who ended up becoming principal or something in the county, ended up getting her doctorate and in a high position in the educational system in DeKalb County. Yeah, that was really it. Because we talking about late 80s, early 90s. So teachers weren't like that. Weren't looking like they look these days. But Miss Lottie was one of those teachers that a lot of people looked at when we, when she was in the hallway.
I'm sure your aunt would be flattered though.
But yeah, ain't no disrespect to Miss Lottie, man. She was a wonderful lady, wonderful teacher. She, with the foolishness that went on in that class, she did her best. But yeah, she was cool, man. I liked her though.
So guys, we don't have a question of the day. We don't have a question tonight. But how about this, guys? We'll do one. We'll do a question on Say It With Your Chest Friday. If y'all have some suggestions about the question of the day, y'all make sure y'all let us know and put it in the comment section on Friday, and maybe we'll discuss it. So y'all do that. I mean, we'll have one. You know, if y'all can think of one that you want to talk about, y'all let us know.
You know what? I do. You know what? Something just popped in my head, and you know why? All because of what I did today. So, what I'm gonna ask y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to type it up so I can put it up on the screen.
Okay.
So, so I'm gonna do it like this. Now y'all know I can't spell, so bear with me.
It's okay.
There we go. All right. So I got it typed. Let me fix this spelling error real fast down. Let me blow this thing up so y'all can see it. And do that like that. And let me share this. Share screen. Bam, bam. All right. So that's the question of the day. So, and the reason this came up because I had to do a barbecue for a work function today. And everybody's like, man, those are some of the best ribs I've ever had. Man, that chicken was good. What type of seasoning do you use? I've never tasted ribs that good, that tender before, that flavorful. So, what's y'all go to, or what's your favorite tailgate food? Because we're gonna have some tailgates coming up in November and December time frame during these playoffs. So, what you got?
Let's see. What's my favorite tailgate food? You know, when I'm at the tailgate, I'm so used to just talking. I don't, I don't eat a whole lot. Let's see. I'm going to say, and it's not even the meat. Um, Bert says ribs and chicken. I'm probably for me it's pasta salad.
Man,
Hennessy.
damn. Chef, thank you. For me, it's the alcohol. That's what it is for me. I want the alcohol. I'm gonna get some grease to put on my stomach to go with it, but I'm just there for the drinks.
I ate before I came.
Thank you.
Obadiah says barbecue, Memphis style barbecue. Welcome, Joe. I'm gonna go ahead and get this in.
Oh, ooh, prime time. Let me tell you something. So I did it today at work. We had a luncheon because government in the fiscal year, all that stuff just closed out. So we try and do something for everybody, right? So I did some ribs and chicken, right? And I did, once I got done cooking the entire slab, cut it up, took the tip part off and cut the bones, right? And made the rib tips. Or some of the folks at work asked me like, "What are these?" I said, "Rib tips." "What are rib tips?" I say, "What?" I say, "Just try one." Boy, don't you know they had an orgasm in their mouth? I'm gonna leave it at that.
Let's see. Obadiah said barbecue Memphis style. Antoine says the dip with the hamburger meat.
Oh, rotel dip. Man,
Rotel dip.
man, let me tell you something. Rotel dip. Put that turkey in it. That ground turkey in it. It hit different. And if you want to get fancy, you go with some Italian sausage and some shrimps.
Or you can do black beans and corn. That works too. Antonio says smoked ribs, baked beans, and potato salad. Hawk, welcome Hawk. Hawk says Patron and finger stuff.
I'm with you on that, man. Give me some drink and some jalapeno poppers. We good. I'm good.
Paul says if y'all ever go to Toombs County, them folks cook out there at the game. Okay, maybe I'll head down 16 one day. And
All I'm gonna say is I know Cordell County ain't good one year. Cordell County know how we roll.
Well, I listen.
Oh, y'all didn't come up and get no food that year. Y'all came up here and played us.
No,
Nah.
we came over there. I really wasn't supposed to be out. I had just had surgery. I wasn't No reason for me to be in that stadium, but I was there.
No, no, because when y'all came up to the ones, and we was actually there in the corner of that top parking lot cooking. That was us, me and my group, and and we was talking to y'all as y'all was walking in.
Yeah.
Okay,
You probably said so, and
I did, man. I was cutting the food.
Obadiah says anything on the grill as long as it's not too burnt. I know that's right, buddy. Ken says smoked pig shots.
Explain, Ken. What is a smoked pig shot? I've never heard that terminology before. What is a smoked pig shot? It sound, it may be delicious. I just don't know what it is. I can't agree with you right now.
It
Break
sounds
it down for me.
intriguing.
Is it pork belly?
Is it hog nuts?
Pig is? I don't know. What is a pork shot? So,
No, eat
without,
monkey oysters.
so while we waiting for Ken, so Jeff
Yes.
and Yo is not here. Damn, gangster, boy, I wish you would have made it. So, my brother and sister, as I said earlier in the show, came up Friday night and we went to the Carver Peach game together. And if anybody knows anything about the barbecue circuit, the name Rodney Scott should ring a bell to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, sis, since our brother's not on here, can how did you like Rodney Scott barbecue?
I think Rodney Scott's barbecue is delicious. Listen, I had a baked potato that was cooked to perfection, and it had brisket on the top, and the brisket was spicy. Like, I don't like hot food, but that brisket was good and it was tender. I also had some of the sausage with the cheese, the stuff with cheese.
The
That was
homemade
delicious.
sausage. Yeah.
Yes. And he's not on here right now, but when I tell you that Yo tore up his entire plate, he did. It was it was delicious. Um,
So,
if you're in
okay.
Atlanta, y'all check him out.
So I will say this, and if y'all don't know who Rodney Scott is, Rodney Scott, one, he has a doc. Netflix did I'm not gonna say a documentary, but they focused on him. He specializes in whole hog cooking. He's out of South Carolina. Uh, took over the family business. Eventually, got with one of his buddies. Ended up talking him into franchising, and he franchised. Put one in Charleston. Got one down here in Atlanta. Got some throughout the rest of the South. If you guys come up for in December, by all means, look up Rodney Scott's Barbecue. It's not far from the Dome. It's right off of I-75 on University Avenue and Metropolitan. I do recommend you guys go down there. Like I said again, he specializes in whole hog barbecue, but he has a full menu: brisket, smoked turkey, smoked wings. Um, Everything is delicious. It is, for me, being used to mom and pops, it's a little bit pricier. But when you understand what he had, when you walk in and you see the restaurant, you'll understand. It is
Mhm.
delicious. It is delicious.
Yeah.
Um,
To
Stuffed
answer your question,
jalapenos
Mike,
wrapped in bacon. Man, them
those
hot
are
boy.
smoked fish.
Okay, I
They
love
what?
me some pig. I love me some pig shots.
The peppers are stuffed with cream cheese. Oh, y'all fancy.
Yeah.
Obadiah says, "What's the best barbecue rib tips y'all have eaten?"
Now I'm gonna be honest.
Um,
In the Atlanta area, for me, in the Atlanta area, we have a spot called how the hell I just Courtney? If you watching or listening, text me. Oh, Dealworks. It's a spot in Decatur, in the Cab County called Dealworks. They got the best rib tips in the world, man. To me, outside of my own, it's a spot in Decatur called Dealworks. It's in the Stone Mountain area, off of Stone Mountain. What's that? Stone Mountain Highway. Oh my God! If you got to get there before 1 o'clock to get you some rib tips, because they gone by 1 o'clock, and they open at 11.
the best ones I've had, I don't know if they're still open because it's been so long. It was a restaurant over in the AU Center in Atlanta, close to Morris Brown.
Called what?
I think I can't remember the name of it. I just went in there with my daddy, and I just know that it was a hole in the wall, and them rib tips were
I
freaking
know it ain't.
amazing.
I know it ain't Pascal's.
No, it's not Pascal's,
And I
but
definitely know.
it's
And I
along.
definitely know.
I think
It
it's on.
ain't.
I think it was on MLK. I think it was on MLK, but it was my daddy used to take me over there, and it was. And every time Fort Valley State played Morehouse or Clark or Morris Brown, we
Mhm.
went over there and we got those rib tips, and they were delicious. Outside of Atlanta, I had to spend a week in Kansas City, and they had some. They had those burnt ends, and those were
Mm.
fantastic.
Ooh, I'm gonna
So
tell y'all another good spot up here in Atlanta. If y'all do come up here in December for championship week, I will tell you this. One, ride Marta to the games. It's a lot cheaper. Two, there's a spot called Fox Brothers Barbecue. It's in Inman Park, which is basically Little Five Points area. It's a train station right up the street, off of Moreland Avenue on I-20. Highway 40, I think Moreland Avenue is Highway 42.
it is.
Um, Fox Brothers Barbecue. They have some fried ribs over there, and you with their homemade white sauce. When I say you will have an orgasm in your mouth and possibly in your pants, them is some of the best fried ribs I've ever had, and everything is good over there. Them jokers done messed around and made a concoction. They got macaroni and cheese and Brunswick stew together.
What?
Oh my gosh, when I say that is the bomb, that is the oh Lord have mercy. Oh
You sound like an
Lord.
old woman. You sound like an old woman.
No, and the reason I say
Um,
that, and the reason I bring them up is because I usually hit them up on my way to the Falcons game because they're right next to the train station that I normally park at to ride the train to the dome,
mhm,
to the Benz. So
yes.
Fox Brothers Barbecue and Rodney Scott. Those are two,
Yes.
and Dillsworth Barbecue. Three different barbecue spots in the city of Atlanta. You will not be disappointed. If you are disappointed, call me up, hit me up, and I'll come down there and personally pay your bill.
I already don't like it.
They gonna.
Shit.
I'm telling you, ain't nobody gonna like it. Mike
I
said
guarantee
it.
I guarantee that plate gonna be in their belly.
Bert says that man that barbecues at the old tennis court at the Thomasville games, that mac and cheese is on 100. Well, it's 100% certified. I think it's Ooey Barbecue.
It
Okay.
is. Shout out to Uwe Barbecue. That's my little cousin. Also,
Okay.
shout out to H&M Barbecue in Thomasville, owned by the Mosleys.
So if I get down to Thomasville, I know where to go. Thank you so
Mm.
much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And guys, if you I mean you got to get there early, but if you're going to the Mercedes Benz, if you have a Mercedes Benz, you can park there for free, but you got to get there early. So if you
Yeah,
got a Mercedes, it won't cost you nothing.
yeah.
Wow.
That's why I ride the train and pay my little $5 round trip.
That's why
Just remind me, bro. Just remind me.
well, y'all
I
can
can't
ride with me. You can ride with me.
Okay.
I can't afford no Mercedes Benz.
You can ride with me and get there early.
Okay.
Anyway, well, guys, we appreciate you all so much. You just don't know um what y'all y'all give us life as y'all look forward to this. We look forward to hearing from you all. So thank you so much. Thank you to my podcast members. Y'all do a great job as usual. Thank you to all the listeners. Best of luck to your teams on Friday night. You and I will be heading to Columbus on this Friday to see our sister and to hook up with our Carver Columbus friends, and we're gonna watch a good game of football since our Trojans are off this week. But we will have a say it with your chest on Friday night. Um, and y'all make sure y'all come back around 11:30 ish, so that we can do what we do. Y'all got anything else to say, people?
Yeah, I'm just gonna add in one again. I'm gonna piggyback off of my sister Jess. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for spending your Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with us. We greatly appreciate it, and you make what we're doing even more special. Number two, get your pick'ems in by 6 p.m. on Friday. It runs every week. It's your chance to beat the Wizard, and if you get in the top five, you have a chance to get $50 from the Wizard during the state playoffs.
And I just want to say, oh, my bad.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Nope, you can go.
Okay, I was just gonna say number three. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. I look forward to seeing y'all on Friday so we can cut a food, get drunk, eat, have a good time. With that being said, love, peace, and hair grease.
To end what they're saying, thank you guys. We cannot do this without y'all. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for not speaking negatively of us. Thanks for your opinions, your disagreements. We take all that in love. Until next time, you better not lose.
Night.
Peace out, shawty.